No.
Aru, thank you for the the resub. Hang on a second, I'm just fixing.
Yay!
Hang on, everybody, we're back with D&D, and then Mantis had to ask a stupid fucking question. Was it worthy? Was it worthy? Tell me. Tell me it was worth it. I want to hear you say it right in my face.
I will look you dead in your eyes, into your soul, and say,
I don't have a soul.
Well, I'll look into whatever you call an inner self.
Hello, Garson. Feeling better? Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. Thank you for asking about that. I do feel a bit better. For those of you who are not aware, last week I was basically in bed for almost every day with the flu. I'm feeling a lot better now. Still got a bit of a cough, but all the other symptoms have pretty much died down to the point where okay, that is not a good sign when I'm talking.
Stop dying. Stop dying.
Anyway.
Stop it.
Anyway.
Yeah, Garson really did a great job of sharing across the fucking table.
Hey, I did my part.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Anyway, we are back with our next session of Stoneheart, since we've got everyone here except for Strandy, who might be in later. And today we're going to be doing a big old fight against I'll be perfectly honest, I forgot what the boss was.
Giant tornado.
All right, a giant storm that's taking the form of a giant storm giant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that makes perfect sense.
It does. Anyway, before we begin, I'm just going to go ahead and clear. We're going to go ahead and remove all the turns, so we don't have a big hassle. So we're going to do a quick recap of what happened. For those of you who were here for the last session, our valiant heroes.
I died.
Yeah, that summed it up. That was about 2 sessions ago. But our valiant friends decided they were going to take this opportunity to try to rescue, or I guess recover. So the final boss,
resurrect.
Whatever. They're trying to get Silly back from the dead. But do so, they've gone through various memories of Silly and have managed to get to this location, which is being invaded by mind flayers and a massive storm of doubt, regret, and negative emotions. Now, this will be a fun fight. Also, I would like to remind everyone of something. You still have the wild magic effect going on right now from last time.
Oh, great.
So for those of you who aren't aware, every time you cast a spell or use a weapon ability that involves magic of any kind, you will roll me a D100 and you will get a wild magic effect on top of what is currently happening. And that because you are currently in what I like to call the Nexus.
Pure magic.
Right. So that depends. So remember, you have every time you cast a spell or use an ability that involves magic of any kind, you will have to roll me a D100. This is non-negotiable. Physical and melee attacks do not provoke magic surge rules. So if you are anyone, or Mantis in this case, you will be fine to use your melee weapons without repercussions. But just letting you know, if you use a magic weapon and no, magic weapons are fine. But if you use any type of magic at all, prepare to roll me a D100 and suffer the consequences. Anywho, for the sake of a fair fight, everyone has been given a full rest. In the sense that they are now fully topped off on hit points, spell slots, and whatever the hell else they had. And you are now being prepared to fight against the Storm of Regret. So we're going to kick things off, because you guys are going to have to roll me initiative right now. Do it.
Okay, great. Fuck.
Initiative, let's go.
I don't have to roll shit.
Alright, Nevin with the 18, Mantis with the 18. Killer with an 8.
I got 18.
Lucius got an 8. Lucius is currently asleep in the corner with their tail wrapped around themselves because it's cold. They get cold. And Mona got.
Wait, Mona comes in?
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Mona,
no,
you're
she's
not
not
there.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I'm not there.
Oh, and Harry's not here either. So it's just Mantis.
Oh, then I just messaged him.
Oh, all right. So that leaves Lucian, Nephra, and Mantis, and so it's you three against a giant storm of 300 hit points. Oh, this will be fun. This will be fun.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, this will be totally fun for me.
Well, Garson, if after like a little bit, if they're having a difficult thing, I do have a thing to propose to you if you want to take that kind of break.
Go ahead and send me the break in the DM because
I'll send to you in DMs.
Thank you. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and just set up the turn, and we're gonna get started then because it's gonna be fun. All right, so Mantis, you are first in alphabetical order, so you get to go first. What are you going to do? Okay. Mantis, where are you? Oh, Mantis, where are you? Okay.
Right here.
Okay, well, Mantis, you're not close enough to hit it.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get, like, remember, this is a giant tornado.
Okay, right there.
Okay,
There.
now roll me the attack again.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Mantis, you swing your sword valiantly at the giant tornado. Unfortunately, the tornado sees the giant, well, not the tornado, the giant storm, which is taking the form of a storm giant, sees your attack and not only does suffer some minor hits from the sword, so it does hit. However, because you are within melee range, it basically sucks you up into a water spout.
Oh. And there goes one of our allies.
No, he's not dead. Mantis, I need you to roll me a dex saving throw.
Okay. Dex.
Okay,
19.
so Mantis, you get whirled around 3 times inside the giant storm's underside, which kind of looks like a tornado, which is like a reverse tornado. You go around 3 times, and then you get expelled out, taking 1d10 of fall damage, but you only take half because you succeeded the dex saving throw. So roll me a d10. All right, you take 1 damage of blunt damage.
Okay.
Okay. And the storm giants from your sword attack roll got 15 slashing damage. So yeah, that seemed like a fair trade-off to me. But on top of that, Mantis, you are also thrown 30 feet to the left. So
Okay, let's measure that real quick. To the left.
What?
Okay. Let me pull this.
okay, so it took 15.
Put that right there.
All right, sounds good. Nephra, you are up next. I'm going to take away the 15 hit points from the giant storm tornado.
Okay.
Remember, wild magic.
Yes, I am fully aware of that. I am going to see if I can cast magic missile on some of the mind flares.
They can't see us, Neffy.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, they're currently like I would say I'm gonna change the music real quick. D.
The only one who can see us, Neffy, is a giant storm.
Right. Everyone else is basically attacking.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone else is basically attacking in the background, killing the innocent people.
I am going to cast Disintegrate on it. On the big storm thingy.
Okay. Go ahead and cast me Disintegrate then.
Okay.
Disintegration!
Oh my
god.
you.
Oh
What
my
the
gosh.
fuck?
Amos has genuinely thought that the campaign was done.
What? What do you mean you thought the campaign was done? Like, what? What? We just left it on a cliffhanger? We're like, yeah, we're done with this. We're not coming back to this.
He already made plans for tonight.
Fine. Harold passed out drunk again. God damn it. I am definitely cutting some of these people down next time. All right. A creature of force. A spell disintegrates a 10-foot cube portion of it. Okay. So you're going to disintegrate this thing. So you're basically going to just point your finger at it and be like, be gone. You're just going to take a huge cube out of it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. It has to take a dex saving throw. So we're going to see if it does survive this with a dex saving throw.
Fail.
It got a 4. Fuck, it failed. But, Neffy, unfortunately, you also have to roll me a D100. So, Neffy, as you cast Disintegration, you manage to, like, channel the beam directly to the heart of the storm. The storm has a massive cube of, like, area ripped out of it, and it's basically been, it's starting to fill back in with, like, water and other storm, but it definitely suffered a lot of damage. However, you also triggered the Nexus's magical event, so now roll me a D100, and we'll see what happens.
Yay, I got a 38.
Okay, so Neffy, you rolled a 38.
Yes.
Okay.
What happens?
I'm gonna need to roll a die real quick.
Oh no.
Okay, so Neffy, as you cast your spell, around you, the residual arcane energy basically, I don't know how to describe this.
What happens?
Well, the residual arcane energy basically creates living creatures.
Oh.
Yeah, and you see like 6 of these little guys float around you.
What little guys?
Oh.
Oh, flumps.
Yeah, so
What
Neffy,
the fuck is
somehow
a
you
flump?
managed to give birth to flumps.
Are they harmful?
Congratulations, Neffy. You always said you wanted to be even more of a mom.
Oh. I have children.
Yes,
More
these are, and you
children.
managed to make 6 flumps.
Oh, great.
Congratulations, you didn't even need to go through the pregnancy.
Are these little guys enemies, or are they...
No, they're flumps.
No, they're flumps.
Are they friend or foe?
They're flumps!
Neffy, I would assume that they are friendly.
Okay. I'm just very confused as I see these flumps appear out of midair, like, huh?
Flumps are friendly.
Sorry.
Congratulations, you brought
Okay.
something to life. Too bad it wasn't
I-
me.
You killed me, Simon. So after goddamn Neffy uses whatever the fuck the disintegration beam was. Which I'm gonna ask, who taught Neffy disintegration?
I learned it on my own.
Garson, who do you think would have taught her that?
Cheddar, Cross, Killer, just for
No,
the hell
it's
of it.
me. It's me. I decided, hey, this spell looks funky. Let's try that out.
Okay, well, congratulations. You managed to like Kamehameha the fucking storm of regret.
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly what happens too. Straight up.
Ha! Let's see.
You literally took a 10-foot cube portion out of
Yeah, but it's like a mass,
Yep.
but it's not a real thing. It's like a storm of regret and negative emotions and shit. So it's starting to fill back in with the negative emotions, and we'll get to that part when it
Shit.
gets to its turn.
Quick,
I'm
think
trying to figure out what
positive thoughts.
85 minus 77
Your
is.
talent.
What negative emotions? It's only the most traumatic moment of Silly's entire life going on around her.
Well, I mean, it's simple. All we really got to think about is the happy moments that we've had in this campaign so far. Not that hard.
Name one!
All the funny and
remember the
silly moments
button?
we've had.
Remember the battery? Remember
Fuck the battery.
remember the rock?
Okay,
Where were all
Which
those
one?
memories?
which
Want to know what
rock?
my character thinks? Almost every interaction he had with Silly.
Aw. Anyway, it is that was
think of that as
Nefer's
well.
turn. It is
Oh,
now...
that's adorable. Now time for more death.
Yeah, anyway, speaking of so the storm feeds off the negative emotions of the area and recovers okay, it recovers 10 hit points. Great. Okay, that's fantastic.
Hooray.
Anyway, as the storm becomes more violent and more damaging because of what is happening to the battle area. You also notice that the mind flayers are killing off killing the village of where Silly is from. You see innocent people being eaten, being converted, and some are being dragged off to the non-alloyed. But you also see some fighters in the background who are fighting against the mind flayers as best they can, but they do not have the ability to fight the Eldritch Horror as best they can. Anyway, it is now the Giant Storm's turn.
Oh boy.
And it's going to attempt to attack Neffy because he just dropped a goddamn disintegration beam on you. Neffy's going to try to shoot you with a thunderbolt.
Oh, great. Must make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw. Oh, great.
Oh, great.
Okay.
It is literally doing the equivalent of fuck you in particular.
So, dex saving throw.
Neffy
That
passed
is
it.
going to be... I passed it, bitch!
So you
I
take
said, "Not
11
today,
points
Zeus."
of thunder damage.
Ow.
Owie.
Okay, so
Tingy.
the storm basically throws a gigantic lightning bolt of pure arcane energy directly at you. The arcane energy manages to hit pretty much hit you square on, but you manage to avoid at the last minute before taking severe damage. You are hit by a little bit of the residual arcane energy. However, you were able to get out of the way before anything severe happens. Also, these two knights that you see down here who are fighting the two knights I was talking about, who are fighting the mind flayers. We're going to ignore them because they're not part of this story. Anyway, it's now Lucian's turn. Lucian, you're up.
Okay. All right. So we're still doing the wild magic thing, right?
Yes.
You hear the
Okay.
clink, clink.
So wild magic doesn't count for my Slayer form, right?
If you use any type of magic to cast a spell, and you have to
But it's
make
not
me a
a
wild
spell,
magic,
it's an ability.
then as long as it's not a spell,
Okay.
or
I'm
if
gonna
you're using
use-
magic of any kind, are you using any magic to use your ability?
No, I'm literally fucking screaming.
Okay. And so it's just like, all right, well, if it's just your voice, then you can go ahead and use that.
Okay, so I'm gonna use piercing growl.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast that. So what's the armor class of the storm thing?
The storm has an armor class of 15.
Okay, so I need to roll a 15 or higher to hit. for
Roll
it to
a
hit.
1. Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
Don't. Carson.
Hey, I want my side to win.
Damn it!
Oh.
Didn't hit it.
1 second.
Well, all right.
Okay.
So, as you
I'm gonna use my bonus action and do it again.
okay, go ahead and roll it again.
Nope, never mind.
So, as you scream at the giant storm cloud, the winds rush past you, causing like the sound to just evaporate before it can reach by. The storm does not hear it. It's not even like drawing its gaze on you. It's as if you were just trying to shout into the wind.
Shit.
Ugh.
All right, one last thing. I'm gonna cast Let the Slaughter Begin, and everyone, including party members, are gonna have to do a con save.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Including the flumps.
Including
Yes.
the flumps.
Including the flumps.
The flumps.
Not the
But
flumps.
basically, if anything dies, that's 1 extra health I get.
Okay. Roll me
it's
the
con?
All right. Is this a spell though?
No.
Oh, this is not a spell.
Well, it's not classified as a spell.
All right. Well, what are you? So how does this work then?
Okay, so what it is here. Give me 1 second. Let me look at the description of it. Brand in nearby creatures with a sinister mark so that their deaths make you harder to kill. Man, marked targets are dazed, and when they die, you gain +1 bonus to your armor class or health in this case.
Okay. All right.
The
Yeah.
range of it is 40 feet.
Okay. So 40 feet then. So from where you are right now. Where are you exactly? I can't even see you. Oh, there you are.
Basically, it's a radius of 40 feet.
All right, so 40.
Yeah, it's a pretty large.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
large
even the
radius.
flumps. Yep, even the flumps.
Even the flumps.
All right, well, fine then. Everyone, roll me a you said Constitution.
Yep, Constitution save.
All right, everyone, roll me a Constitution saving throw. And I'll roll for the flumps.
Clumps.
Okay.
God, I failed.
Let's see
Crit.
what the save
It was a crit.
is. Okay.
And as for the
Okay,
flumps,
that one's safe.
Yep.
Flump.
All right, so flump 1. Flump 1 got a 6. He's marked. Flump 2.
I'm marked. I
Yep.
think.
Flump 2. Flump 2 got a nat 20.
Okay.
My child.
Flump 3 got an 8.
Yeah, so if you got less than 15, you are marked.
All right. Flump 4 got a nat 1, so he got double marked, I guess.
Also, no, I don't do the
And
days.
Flump
that is
6 got a
correct.
15.
Okay, they barely made it. And now the mind flayers.
All right. Well, mind flayers are like on another plane of existence, so they're not like part of the fight. It's like kind of imagine like
Oh,
a
okay.
ghost, like a ghost after image you're watching while you're fighting your own
So
giant creature.
Okay, so the storm isn't affected, but the flumps are, and
Right.
so are the
Yeah, and your friends.
are the party members. Yeah.
Right. So then, it's up to Mantis. Mantis, you are still within melee range, but remember, if you land a melee attack, you're gonna go flying. Hi, Justa. How you doing?
What if I threw something? Would that count as a ranged attack?
Depends. Do you think you can actually hit something by throwing it?
If I threw my hand axe.
So let me get this straight. You want to throw an axe into a storm and see if you can hit something with it.
I mean, it's either that or I try and breathe fire into a storm, make it a firestorm or some shit like that.
You can still hit it with the sword. You're just gonna go flying somewhere if you do.
Yeah, but I also take damage if I don't fucking dexterity save.
I mean, there's always a chance. Is the axe... All right, well, look, if you want to throw the axe, you can go ahead. But, like... We'll just see what happens.
Yeah, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen?
Alright, so Mantis, you are... So Mantis, you rolled a 12 on your attack. Unfortunately, that did not beat the AC of the storm. And as you go swinging into the storm, you get sucked into the downpour again. Make me another dex saving throw.
Oh boy. What's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah, what is the worst that could happen?
That.
Okay, so Mantis, you failed your dex saving throw. So you're going to end up going 45 feet. And and since you attacked from the left this time, you're going to be going 45 feet towards where the flumps are. So you're going to go all the way right here. Actually, yeah, 45 feet. You're going to land right over here where Flumpy 1 is. And let's see, Mantis, you went through... Yeah, Mantis, you went clear through a wall. I'm going to need you to roll me a d20.
Okay. 1 second, my thing's calling me. D what?
A d20.
Okay.
So you take 10 bludgeoning damage for going through a wall.
Okay, 1 second.
Damn.
So while we wait for Mantis to recover from that little nightmare, Nefra, it's your turn.
Okay. Since the... Okay.
If you pull that disintegration shit one more time, I'm gonna be like, ow!
You never know, it might work the strongest fucking spell I have.
Yeah, but you how many 6th level spell slots do you have?
I only have one. So.
Okay, well then you only can use it one time. I hope you realize that.
Okay. Banishment do.
It banishes.
I'm gonna see if I can banish this bitch to the Shadow Realm.
No, Nephew, you can't banish it. It's a fucking storm.
Damn it. Uh. Fuck it, magic missile.
Okay. Alright, so 3 magic missiles at 3 damage apiece. That's 9 total. Neffy, roll me the D100 of magic.
Yay! It's gonna be a 2.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh!
What did I do?
Oh,
did
that
I
will
die?
be fun. So, Neffy, you're a sorcerer,
Did I die?
right? So you're a sorcerer, right, Neffy?
Yeah, why?
Okay, so you expend all sorcery points, and you take 1d6 force damage for each point you lost, but you gain temporary hit points equal to the damage taken for the next hour.
Yay, I guess?
So, how many sorcery points do you have?
Oh, fuck, I don't know.
You never use your meta magic, ever, so...
Yeah, you're a sorcerer that never uses meta magic.
I don't
What the
use my
hell?
meta magic!
You're
That's like the bread
I
and
won't
butter of
use
every
this power
sorcerer.
inside of me.
Sorcery points do I have 3, I think?
Okay, so roll me 3d6s.
Okay. 3d6s.
18,
3.
18, 8. It's like the point of playing a sorcerer. I agree, Cross, but... Okay, so nephew, you take 12 damage.
Ow.
Right, and then you get 12 temporary hit points for the next hour.
Oh. Yay?
I know,
That's a
I don't get
bonus.
this, but you can't use any meta magic. He says, looking at the camera.
Shit.
But to be perfectly honest, that's kind of like at least the sorcery points were being used for something now. Anywho, the storm takes 9 points of damage. Anyway, after that, it is now the storm's turn. So the storm continues to feed off the anxieties caused by the event happening around you, and it recovers 20 hit points. Okay, so
Oh.
the storm then looks back at the person who fired who tried to hit it next time. So Mantis, it's looking at you, and the giant storm is going to use its lightning sword. No, actually, it won't do that. It'll use its wind javelin because you're too far away to hit with the sword, which actually 19 would have hit. All right. So, let's see. Yep, it looks like it's going to fire a wind javelin at Mantis. Mantis, I need you to roll me a dex saving throw to see if you can get out of the way.
I think Mantis had to step away for a second.
Okay, well then Mantis is going to get a giant wind javelin up his butt. So saith the DM.
God damn it, we keep losing party members.
That is not... I mean... Yes,
and
but
I'm
for
a squishy sorcerer.
And yet,
I'm
yes.
a squishy class.
Yes, exactly. And then you also did the most damage.
I don't know. I don't fucking know how.
You
But okay.
disintegrated it. You hit it with a laser. That's how you did it.
That's the best I can do right now. What the fuck is Mantis?
I don't know. So, yeah. So, we'll get back to banners in a minute. Lucian, it's now your turn.
Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire on the storm.
Okay.
Level 4 variant.
All right. So let's see what that does. All right. So basically, you're making a wall of fire, which is 120 feet.
Yeah. Basically, I'm making it like in the path, like right in front of. Yeah, right there.
All right.
Not where I
And
am.
since the storm can't move because it's basically anchored to the ground, it is going to take. It needs to be a dex saving throw. It'll take 5d8 of fire damage, which in this case I guess would be 14. Let's see if the storm can survive the dex saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
It got a 17. So it only takes
Okay.
half. So it takes 7.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, I would assume not.
Nope. Okay, so
Oh,
what I'm gonna do.
one other thing. Killer, roll me a d100.
Not just yet. Not just yet.
Okay.
Okay. So, I casted it, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I am going to cast. Let's see if I can find it. Ray of Enfeeblement on the storm.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. 15.
You do know the storm's Constitution is a 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And?
let's see what happens. Fucking hell, I got an 8.
Now you roll disadvantage on everything for the
Fuck.
next 3 turns.
Okay, now you will, but you still owe me. You owe me 2. You owe me 2 wild magic rolls. So you roll me that D100 twice,
Okay,
and I want to
that's
see
fine,
it.
That's fine.
25. I hope you blow
and
up.
93.
Okay, 25 and 93. So let's go with 25 first. Oh, it's a classic. You got trapped in a Herald Rock. So, Killer, you encase yourself in a block of earth that fills a 5-foot space surrounding you. If a creature is in a space appears, they are pushed to the nearest unoccupied space. The rock has 20 hit points and armor class of 17. So you basically just encapsulated yourself.
Okay.
And as for 93, you become athletic, and you have advantage in all strength, constitution, and dexterity checks for the next minute.
Oh, then I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Okay.
Look, I'm
Are
back.
you not
Sorry.
in rock?
So how do you get out of the rock then?
Okay, I'm gonna use my multi-attack with advantage because I have strength advantage.
You're immobile. You can't. You're in the rock.
You gotta become
Okay.
the rock.
How do you get out? How
Okay.
can you move and break out of the rock if you're in the rock?
Basically, I use my strength to break out of the rock.
Okay, but you can't move because you're trapped in the rock.
Okay, but what if I instead I use piercing growl because I can still talk?
How? You're in a rock.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get this straight. How are you talking when there's no air?
Because I'm I bite my own fucking lip and try to like keep myself conscious.
No, Killer, you're stuck in the rock. You're trapped in the rock
All right,
until you
fine,
get broken
whatever.
out.
Fine, whatever.
I
Fine,
know.
whatever.
Sorry. Anyway, but you are but you do have the
Wait,
advantage.
wait. Can I counterspell that?
I will allow you to counterspell it, but but since you are casting another spell, another wild magic surge effect will take its place.
Okay, that's fine. Counterspell. If I can fucking play
If it eats up a counterspell charge, I don't care if it costs me. I don't care. That shit is
Okay, that's
that shit
fine.
has saved you
That's
guys too
fine.
many times.
Okay. Still, you are gonna be getting 5d8 fire damage for the next like 3 turns.
I might
with
be,
disadvantage,
but
so-
given the fact that I heal for 3d10 every turn because of the conflict, I'm willing to accept that.
Okay. So
There's a
can
price I'm
fucking
willing to pay.
play it. And
Hooray,
fucking-
my trauma is fueling you.
Technically, it's fueling this storm.
Why is it not allowing me to play counterspell? What the fuck?
We'll just say you are playing because I guess technically I have to cast a spell to use it, but we'll just say you use counterspell and you
Okay.
take one. So you'll lose a spell slot for counterspell, and then you have to re-roll the
Okay,
wild
that's
magic.
fine.
So re-roll it again. If you get another 25, it's just naturally going to happen.
15.
Okay, 15. So that's a new one. So let's see what happened on the chart. So the chart says on a 15. You cast hold person on a creature within 20 feet. If you choose no creature, you cast it on yourself.
Hold one of my phones.
I'll do. Can I not do it on the storm? It's
If
not a
you
person,
choose, you
right?
have to choose a creature. It says that you do not choose a creature. You cast hold person on yourself.
Okay, I'll choose one of the flumps. I'll
Okay,
choose,
well
like,
the
this-
flumps are creatures, so you can do that. So are you gonna hold the one that?
Yeah, I'll do this flump. Yeah, right.
Okay,
here.
so Flumpy 3 is now held in place.
Yep. Cool.
Okay, good to know. This is a fun. This is fun. I love this.
I was just so confused. Why are you holding one of my flumps?
I don't know. Anyway, Mantis, you also, while you were gone, you got hit by a wind javelin.
Ow.
Yeah, the wind javelin deals. It's supposed to deal 19. It's supposed to deal 19 force damage, unless you pass a dex saving throw. So roll me a dex saving throw.
Okay.
11. Ooh, sorry, it was 15 to beat. You take 19 points of force damage.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay.
And did you take the 10 from going through the wall because you got thrown up by a
I did.
hurricane force wind?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well then I'm glad we're all caught up. It's your turn now.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Second Wind. Oh, I'm gonna
Okay.
use Second Wind. Kind of like shrug it off.
All right.
Forgot how much HP Second Wind.
Have you check and see what? Have you check and saw how much it healed by just clicking the spell?
You have a limited well of stamina that you can draw into protect yourself from harm. On your turn, you can use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your vital level. Once you use so 1d10 plus my vital level, which is 12.
So a minimum 12, and then whatever the D10 is, 17 total.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Damn it, I was so close to 69. Oh well.
All right, so it's your so Mantis, what do you do?
Since considering the fact that I'm all the way the fuck off over here,
Yep.
and I can only go like 30 feet. Oh, nope. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eh. So, right there.
All right, so you're gonna go right up to where the storm is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna? So what are you gonna do then? Are you gonna try to attack it?
Eh.
Okay. So let's see. So so you're about to breathe fire in the storm. The storm basically just ignores the flames, and it rolled a 5 because it's at disadvantage thanks to the roll of enfeeblement. So it takes 3 fire damage. So, yay.
Yay.
Okay. What next?
Well, I think that's your turn unless you can get within 5 more feet of it.
No, I cannot, unfortunately.
All right, so then it's,
Hold on. I'm seeing what else I could do here.
Throw an
Hmm,
axe.
I don't want that axe to come flying back in my face. So
I
yeah, my
will
turn's
swear to
over.
God, if you roll 1 on and then you throw an axe, I will have that happen. I'm not even gonna pretend that's not gonna happen.
It's so funny.
It's gonna be like you're gonna throw the axe, it gets caught in the wind part of the storm god. It's gonna come shooting right back at you at like terminal velocity and embed itself in your breast, in your chest, and you're gonna be like, how? So
I would
any-
like to ask myself a question.
I would like to ask myself.
Hasta la axe, baby. Anyway, it's Nephra's turn. Nephra, you are up.
Anyway, damn. Okay, let's see here. What can I do? I'm gonna use another magic missile.
Okay, roll me another wild magic charge after you do that. 6 damage. Okay. Neffy,
The
roll
fucking
me the wild
100.
magic device.
Pull
Fif-
the lever, Crunk!
51. Okay.
Wrong lever.
No.
Neffy, you have developed sadness.
Oh.
You cry uncontrollably for the next minute. Whenever you try to speak, you hiccup wildly and then snot shoots out of your nose.
Weh.
Also, you
Just
can't
don't
cast.
cry.
Also, I don't know if you need to speak a word to cast a spell or not, so.
You can't.
Right.
Oh. I can't cast spells anymore. I'm sad now.
Just use your flump army.
Flumps attack!
The flumps just like. The flumps, after hearing this, just like bounce into one another and then just like float away at once again. Like, they're just like floating in midair and then they go bonk, or like boing, and then they sprung off each other and start floating back down to the ground.
That makes me more depressed. I'm gonna go to
Look, it's not your fault. Flumps are not known for smarts. They're basically indestructible, but you can't do. But they're like dumb as shit. Anyway, it's now the Storm of Agony's turn. The Storm of Agony continues to feed off of the fight going on as more and more knights appear from barracks. Some of different species. Some of them look like Githyanki. Some of them look like Tabaxi. The one that really catches your eye is the small dwarf-like one. Flips are pure essence of himbos, exactly. And then you also notice your old friend, the deep rock gnome, who is also fighting in the flashback.
This motherfucker.
This motherfucker.
I love how like none of you are even questioning this. It's like you're just like, you mean to tell me the guy who is like being a complete asshat to the rest of you isn't a memory, and the first thing goes like, oh, this motherfucker. Anyway, it is
I just
also
give him a murder death stare.
yeah. Well, no, he's actually fighting pretty valiantly. The Storm of Agony recovers a
Go
total
fuck.
of 16 hit points. And it looks like the storm is also in the middle of the area, so it's going to fail the dex saving throw. Let's see, what is 16 plus 29? That's where we're at right now. Giggity. All right, and then thanks to the wall of fire,
Wait, it's with disadvantage. Remember.
I didn't forget. Yes, dex saving throw with disadvantage. Let's open up the thing. Dex is not a good. Well, it is a giant fucking storm. Oh, yeah, no, I got a 4, so it's going to take the max damage.
5d8.
So let's see.
5d8.
All right, so roll me 5d8 of fire damage, and let's see how much it takes.
Damn!
27. Okay, well, you know what? You're making progress, at least. Okay, so it's now the storm's turn. And the storm is going to look at Mantis, and it's going to attack, and it's going to hit you with the lightning sword.
Oh, great.
All right, does a 24 or a 27 hit? Actually, it's a 24.
18 armor class. Yes, I'd say it does.
Okay, so you take 9d6 plus 9 lightning damage.
Good lord.
Now, you know what? I'm just gonna laugh later on because it's gonna be amazing what happens when you find out. All right, so 96 plus 9, 42 damage.
Ayy!
Okay, what's 66 minus 42?
24.
Okay.
The storm of agony ends its turn, and it's now Lucian's turn. Lucian, you're up. Also, you're not
Okay.
casting hold person anymore, so just letting you know.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. All right, that's probably gonna hit. Yep, it was a 15 armor class, 17 to hit. Roll me the damage.
It's 1d10 plus 7, so it's 2 plus 7. That's 9.
Okay, so we're actually below 200 now, so we're making progress. And you know what time it is since you cast a spell. Roll me the wild magic spell. That's
46.
right. I know you know. I'm so glad I came up with this rule because I'm actually really enjoying it. Let's see. So 46. Okay, so you rolled a 46, which means you had. You cast levitate on yourself. You are now flying.
Whee!
I already have flight, so
Well,
what does
now
that
you're
matter?
levitating.
Okay.
Levitating.
Well, then I'm gonna use my bonus action to again try and cast Piercing Growl.
Go right ahead. Roll, cast piercing growl. Let's see if it hits.
Be my guest.
Nope, it doesn't.
Nope, you're still shouting into the wind. The big storm of agony does not hear you. Mantis, it's
Okay.
your turn. Killer, do you have anything else, or is that gonna be your turn?
Hmm. What is a? Do you know what Dark One's luck does, right?
I do not.
So on my 6, after I go and get to level 6, you can call on your patron to alter fates in your favor. When you make an ability check on a saving throw, you can use this feature and add a D10 to your roll. You can do so after seeing the initial roll, but before any of the other rolls effects occur. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay.
So what if I do that on Piercing Growl?
So if I
it would just add a D10 to the damage roll.
okay, so if I read that correctly, that seems like it applies to a saving throw only situation. Is that what it said?
Yes.
Okay.
So like,
but is that a saving throw for you?
No, it's not. It's a ability check or saving throw, either one.
Okay. Well, if you can do that, I'll let you use it. But next time, let me know.
I can only use it once.
Right.
Sorry, it's on my character. It's been on my character sheet since day 1. So.
Okay. So I'll let you use it now, but since technically the timing was missed, the next time you gotta let me know before.
Right.
After you do the roll. So
know.
yeah. So I'll give you a one freebie on this one.
Also, you will have to. Does repelling blast wouldn't work on?
No, this thing's
right?
immobile. It doesn't move.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna add a D10, and then that's gonna be added to the 10.
Right.
And then we'll see if that does that goes through. So.
Roll. Now, all right. Well, that's gonna go through.
Yes.
So you shout. So.
Piercing growl.
Yeah, so you reach deep into yourself, and you just feel the anger welling up, and like Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, you levitate up into the air and unleash a powerful howl that sends like a shockwave out, and you manage to beat past the winding howls of the storm itself, and the top half, which looks like the ghost form of Joy and Silly, hears the screech and puts their hands up to the ears. Somehow you manage to actually affect it with the scream. So yes, that was the effect.
So it would be 3d8 plus 4. So that would be 20.
So 20. That is a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
I mean, not as enough as Neffy. That's not as enough as Neffy fucking launching the disintegration beam at it, but that's still a decent chunk. Fuck you, Pakayu! Hawkeye. Uh-oh, it's dead. Okay. Okay, so that's a lot of nuts, exactly. Anyway, so
also, so another thing as well, is since it's a storm, it's not affected by bleed, but is it affected by fear?
It's made of fear and agony. It's literally immune to anything. If it's a negative emotional state, this thing is made out of it. You can't afflict it with. You can't make fear have more
Okay,
fear.
Okay. Okay.
Fear the fear.
We only have to fear fear itself.
And then
Perfect.
I love to imagine you said that, and then the rest of your party's like, "Oh, you mean that thing that's kicking our ass right now? Yes, I'm afraid of that too."
Yes, I am very afraid of that.
You have nothing to fear
And
except
I'm over here
fear itself.
sobbing in the corner.
I'm bleeding.
I taste pennies.
I smell pennies.
Speaking of killer, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay,
That is
so
my
next
turn.
up is Mantis. Mantis, you are losing a lot of blood. I'm not gonna lie. So what do you do?
I don't have any healing stuff, so
Not even a potion?
You're a fighter, don't you have cure wounds?
no, no. Fighters don't have cure wounds.
Or second wind.
He used
I
it already.
used that. I only have one charge.
Oh, yeah, but don't you have multiple levels?
No,
Why don't you have multiple levels of it?
because that's not how fighters work.
You can have multiple levels of it.
No, you can't.
To be fair, Mantis also got thrown through a wall and got sucked
Oh,
into a
okay,
tornado.
that's-
So, like, he
okay,
got hurt a
that's fair.
lot.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so Mantis, what do you do now?
Um. Um. What can I do? What can I do? Fuck it.
All right, well, that didn't hit. So, prepare to get whirled around and get thrown into the ground again. Mantis, roll me a dex saving throw.
Okay. Just kills me. Fuck it.
Oh, Mantis. You thought it's not. Oh! Mantis, so
I
what?
keep
So
I keep my feet planted to the ground.
So Mantis, here's what happens. You do get sucked up into the tornado, but you've been sucked up so many times, you actually know how to ride the wind. So you are now like you've studied the current, you're like artfully dodging in the air, and then you also are still able to take your attack action inside the tornado. So I'm gonna let you do your full multiple hits, and you're not gonna worry about getting sucked up by the wind this time. Watching fucking T-Moon Pickens on that.
Well, he sure's having fun.
Fuck it, one more time.
That hit.
Hey.
And do you have any more attacks?
I can definitely attack one more time.
Okay, well, let's see how much damage this one dealt.
15? No.
15. Okay, so it dealt 15 slashing damage, which would put it at 156. The storm is definitely starting to feel some pain.
One more time!
That hits too. How much damage does that do? 10. Okay, another 10 slashing damage. Mantis, you basically are able to pull off your full combo of sword. Then you manage to like launch yourself out of the storm and do like a Dante from Devil May Cry pose as you land, and you put the sword on your back, and you can hear the storm reel in agony as if it was cut from the inside.
I'm also like wiping the blood from my face.
That is for my dick.
It's for my dick.
That was for my dick.
So, Nephra, it's your turn again, and you have basically regained your composure and are stopped crying, and snot rockets are coming out of your mouth. You're like, no, I have to be strong.
For my comrades.
Okay, so nephew, it's your turn. What do you do?
Well, first off, I'm gonna get out of the fucking corner.
Are you sure the flumps are really happy with the corner?
As a mother. I look at the flump.
They're fine. They have done nothing. They're just like thump.
Fucking flump.
Boom, doom,
Go
doom,
over
doom,
here.
doom, boom, boom,
I think I go over here. Cast another magic missile. Fuck you.
You don't want to try casting something bigger than a magic missile, maybe? You're gonna get the wild magic anyway. You might as well try to blow this thing up while you have a chance.
Fireball, Niffy.
I
Fireball.
can- Ooh, I have shatter. I don't have fireball, but I do have shatter.
Neffy, are you
Not
sure?
shatter. Not
Yeah.
again.
Neffy, just remember Mantis is like right next to the thing, and you're also so you might shatter what little bones he has left.
I'm at 24.
Mantis,
Ah.
duck, and I cast shatter.
Okay, so Mantis and the Storm are gonna be in the range of shatter. Neffy, click the shatter spell so I know what I'm doing, so I know what I'm working with here.
Okay, what do I gotta roll?
It's just gonna be level. It's just gonna be at level 2. It's fine.
Oh, is that all? Okay, well, what do they have to roll? All right, 15 Constitution saving throw. So Mantis, you might have a shot at this. And I think
Nope.
okay, Killer, remind me, is Roy Evenfield been still up, or is it like 3 of your turns? Because I think we've only gone through 2.
It's three of your turns.
Okay, so it's still got at least 1 more left on there then. So 15. Okay, so it takes half of 13. Mantis takes the full 13 and is possibly bleeding out on the ground.
I am so sorry.
No, you're not.
We're gonna say it took 7
I
damage
warn
from.
you.
We're gonna take.
Well, okay. So what damage do I take?
You take 13
13.
thunder damage. And if you had any non-broken bones, they're probably broken.
I'm at 11 HP.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
kill
dead.
Mantis.
I'm
Anyone
I'm
got
gonna
any
kill
healing
Mantis.
spells? Anyone got any healing spells
I
at
do,
all?
I do.
Okay, it's now the storm's turn, and the storm is still feeding off of the agony of the event playing before you. As you are continuing to fight, the village is now burning down, and the storm is reveling in the agony and the sadness of the event that's happening. So it's going to attempt to absorb those negative emotions to repair the damage done to it.
Yay.
Ooh, it got 29 hit points back off of that.
Yay! Fuck you, man.
Hey, the dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Fuck the dice.
The
We're
dice.
all gonna
Don't be hating
die.
on my dice.
Fuck these dice.
Man, fuck them
Anyway.
dice.
Anyway, on top of that, it also has to take the fire damage from the fire that's in. So let's see if it passes the next saving throw.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
It rolled a 1.
Yes!
So the storm suffered a nat 1, so it's going to take the full fire damage. Killer, how much does that do again? 5d8 or whatever?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to take...
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. Hang on. Let me actually make sure that's right.
All right.
I'll go back in the messages and see. Yes, 5d8.
Okay, so it's going to take the full 5d8. So the storm is basically caught on a full-on fire-alarm fire. It's gonna take maximum damage because it gold in that 1. So 5 times 8.
So 8 times 5, that would be 40 damage.
Right. So it's gonna take 40 damage. So basically, it's gonna undo the almost 30 it got last time. Thank you, God.
Ah!
Am I too cruel? Is that why I get punished? Is that it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
How much health
Yes.
is how much health is the storm left at?
128. So it's about
Okay.
so it's a little bit past halfway.
Oh, wait. I have to roll the fucking... since
You
I cast
do.
this
Go
spell.
ahead.
Gee, 100. Woo! Woo! That's a 97.
Okay, we haven't had a 97 yet, so let's see what happens.
Don't encase me in a rock, please.
No. So 97 is reroll, and you may spend 1 sorcery point to move up or down 1 space. Well, you don't have any because your sorcery points exploded. So you have to roll. So roll me another D. So you have to basically get a reroll.
Oh, yay! Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
30.
Okay. I hope you get trapped in the rock.
No. Please don't.
Okay. No, Neffy, you teleport 60 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see.
So, where would that be?
Well, it would be about 60 feet from where you are.
Okay.
So we're thinking about, like, over here, basically.
I want to get, right about... You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna...
Remember, it has to be where you can be seen, so it has to be like a not... So you can't teleport behind the storm cloud.
Let's get me out of the fucking corner.
But the flumps, Neffy. What do the flumps
The
want?
flumps have no brain!
The flumps have a brain. Not a big one, but they flump, Neffy. Do you want to deny them their flumpiness?
Listen, I have enough children as it is. I
Technically
don't need
speaking-
more.
Yes, technically speaking. And it is the giant storm's turn, so Neffy's going to look at you since you teleported behind it. And it's going to try to gust you away.
Why?
Because it feels like it. Anyway, make me a strength saving throw.
Strength. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Strength saving throw. What do I have to beat?
18.
18.
Lim.
Please.
No.
No, that's an 8. So, Neffy, you're
Ah.
going to go 20 feet into the air.
Oh, what?
Yep. And you're going to be coming down just as fast as you went up.
Ah, fuck.
So,
I'm like, look at my world.
So, Neffy, you're going to fall to the ground. Unless you can find some way to slow your descent, you're going to hit about... You're going to hit the ground going about maybe 20 miles an hour.
I mean, I could cast polymorph to turn me into a butterfly.
Can you cast that at reaction speed?
Just that, maybe? Can I?
No, No, you can't. It's like, unless it says you can cast it at reaction speed.
Well, how do I just look at the fucking... Ah, shit.
Yeah, see, it says casting time 1 action, not 1 reaction or 1 bonus action.
Okay, then
So,
I can't.
yeah, no, you're going to be coming crashing down onto the ground.
Face plant onto the ground.
Right, so let's see. You fell about 20 feet. How tall are you, Neffy?
I am... about the average height of a dragonborn, so...
I think that might be maybe
6 feet.
Okay, so 6
6
feet.
feet tall.
Okay, so it's like 6 feet. So you only fell about 3 times your body height, basically.
Mhm.
So I think you'll only take like maybe 2d10 of damage. And if you can make a dex saving throw, you only take half.
Okay, I gotta make that dex saving throw then.
Okay. You need to beat a 15.
Come on, baby. Be nice to me.
That's a 5. The guys were not nice to you. Anyway, you take 2d10
Fuck.
of damage. Let's see how much damage you took.
How many?
2d10 of damage.
2d10.
You took
Okay.
12.
I was gonna roll it, but okay.
Well, okay, I'm glad we agreed then.
Yes, 12 damage.
Anyway, the storm is now locked on Neffy's gaze. It is now Lucian's turn. Lucian, you're up.
Okay, so Lucian going to do today. so. Do I still have spell slots, right?
Yes, only you didn't lose any spell. You only lost one spell slot to re-counter spell the wild magic, so that's the only one you haven't used to
Okay.
like attack someone. Oh, okay, we're doing this then. You do know Mantis is
We're
like
doing
right
this.
next to it, right?
I'm gonna die.
And-
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking
and
die. Okay,
I can-
that's
I-
it. I'm dead.
Okay,
You
let's see. So,
better roll a save.
all right, let's
See
see.
if I gotta
It's
roll.
got to beat a DC of 15. 19. Let's go.
Nope, you still have Ray of Enfeeblement.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch!
Okay,
Oh, no,
so
Mantis.
Mantis, you're gonna be caught in the thermonuclear explosion, and the
Yes, but you don't avoid it with disadvantage. So
right. So but Mantis rolled a 7. So we both.
Mantis guide.
How
How
good?
much damage do I take?
23.
Yep, I'm on the floor on fire.
Like when you say you're on fire, are we saying like fire, or like
like
are
you had
you?
to get in melee range of the storm, Mantis.
It's the best I could do as a fighter!
This is why you bring a bow. Oh dear God, he's doing it again.
Ignore that. Ignore that.
Okay,
Ignore
okay. I was
that.
about to say, oh God.
I'm about to say, dude, I am dead!
Technically, you're not dead. You're unconscious, and you have to make your saving throws.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking of Mantis, it's your turn.
Well, no,
Okay.
it's still my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
'Cause I haven't done my action surge.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead then. Go ahead and do your action search.
I'm not gonna cast fireball again. I swear to God.
Everyone, run! He's going for it again.
He's doing it again. Basically.
Instead, I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire again,
Okay.
and then do Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay, I guess we're doing this then. All right. So roll me. So
Uh-huh.
same line as before. So just roll me the. Let's see if we can pass the deck saving throw this time. Go ahead and click on. Which one are you casting first? Ray of Enfeeblement or?
Ray of Enfeeblement first, and
okay.
then Wall of Fire.
Okay. Oh, one other thing, Killer,
Quiet.
before I forget. That's 3.
Yes, I know.
Well,
I know.
Okay, just
I
one.
know. I'm well aware.
Okay then. Ray of Enfeeblement first. Okay, so 20, 24, and an 8. So that'll be fun. And it's probably gonna. And how much? It does have to cast at least one dex saving throw now because you're casting Wall of Fire on it. So let's see if we can pass this. It's 16. Okay.
You do pass this one, yes.
Woo! Half damage. Okay, so 5d8 divided by half.
That's 20.
Okay. How much damage did the wall do?
20.
Okay, so it does. So is it half of 20?
No, it's half of no, because like max damage on the Wall of Fire is 40.
No, it got max damage last time because it rolled a nat 1.
Oh
this
well,
time.
I gotta roll it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, go ahead and roll it.
Okay. 5d8.
18.
18.
9.
You took 9 damage.
Okay, so well, now we're at double digits then.
Alright,
Okay,
cool.
but now it's time for the wild magic chart. So let's see what chaos you have inflicted upon you. Starting with 20. Oh no, Killer! You cast grease centered on yourself.
I'm flying. Cool. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. So now there's like a cube of grease like going down where that's gonna fall and hit the ground where you are.
Oh, okay. And.
Well, it's flammable, so I think.
Yeah, and it's a lightning storm, and.
Well, you just threw a fireball, dude. So like.
Yeah, it's over there, not here.
Anyway, on second thought, your skin turns a vibrant shade of blue.
Oh, okay. I can shapeshift it back anyway.
Yeah. Also, you cast fireball as a third level spell centered on yourself.
Oh, that cube is gonna explode.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
You know, I'm glad I have the 98 temporary hit points.
Okay. Remember, this fireball is in a 120-foot range, so the flumps are gonna be cooked, and I'm pretty sure whatever's remaining of Mantis.
Yes, but here's the thing with that. Here's the thing. They get added to my health pool, so I heal when they die.
Okay, and Mantis' charred corpse.
Yeah, I heal from that too.
Okay, well, Mantis, you're not dead. But so yeah.
Is he knocked down?
He's knocked down. He's knocked down.
He's knocked down. That means I get an extra hit point.
Okay, good. Now
I have 99 now.
So,
and
Killer,
now how many flumps do we got?
6.
So I get 6 hit points. That's 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105 hit points for my Slayer form.
Goody. So go ahead and cast that fireball at 3rd level.
Okay, fireball at 3rd level.
Okay.
25.
Okay. So on top of that, since you are literally standing upon basically a giant cube of grease that appeared above you, and you're casting the fireball on you, it's going to deal double damage to everything caught in the grease.
Okay, that's 50 damage, so I'm at 54 health.
So you're just going to explode. Mantis, I'm
Okay.
gonna take a little bit of pity on you, and I'm gonna say you're hiding behind a wall because you're on the ground this time. So let's be fair here.
Yay.
And so, Killer, you and the flumps are all gonna have to roll dex saving throws to see if you take the full damage.
Okay. 14.
Okay, well, hold on. It doesn't matter. The flumps only have 7 HP left. They're pretty much screwed regardless. And you are taking.
My flumps.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry. They didn't feel any pain. They were technically only supposed to live for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. They've gone back to the astral flumpy plane, I guess.
The astral floppy plane.
All
They're
right.
in a better place now, Neffy.
So, Killer, you've managed to kill all the flumps, and you take 50 fire damage to you because you didn't pass your own dex saving throw.
Okay, I got 54 health. Cool. Anyway.
Well, that was fun. Oh, and there's on top of that. So just to also put a little bit of a flavor on this because I think this is kind of funny. Where is the pen? Where's the pen? Okay, there it is. So this whole area right here that was where the grease was. Yeah, it's just on fire right now. So this whole thing is on fire. Fortunately, you're flying above it, but anyone in that area will basically suffer the same thing as the wall of fire effect because it's just burning right now. Unless something puts it out. Anyway,
There's literally no one there.
I know. But, well, you're flying above it, but I just find this hilarious. Anyway, Mantis, roll me a death saving throw.
I'm very
Okay.
sorry, Mantis.
Are you though?
Technically, I
No.
mean, it did a lot of damage.
No, I'm not.
No.
It did?
It did it. Okay, that's a fail, Mantis. You have 1 fail on the death saving throws.
Yeah, you got 2 more.
Yay.
All right. You got 2 more. Anyway, unless of course someone wins. Anyway, it is now Nephra's turn. Nephra, you are still up. What are you going to do?
Okay,
Okay, I'm going to
Okay.
make a suggestion. Cast something other than magic missile. That is my suggestion because it could help.
fucking... I am going to cast Firebolt.
Okay, Firebolt's good.
Whee!
22, that's going to hit. So
Okay.
you dealt a total of 9 fire damage. Okay, that's still pretty good. And Neffy, you know what this means, don't you?
Yes, I know. D100. Do.
Wait a minute. Mantis, aren't you a fucking Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Well then, how did you take fire damage? Don't you have advantage against fire attacks?
It wouldn't have mattered, dude. Now
Actually,
with my
you
HP
would have
like
only,
that.
yeah, you would have only taken half of that though.
I was still,
Yeah,
I
still.
would have been in the negative still.
Okay.
Okay.
guess. Okay. Anyway,
No,
Neffy, you rolled a
'cause that
6.
doesn't make any sense. But I guess I don't know.
Oh, technically,
Yes, I rolled a 6.
oh boy. Okay. Chitter, you're gonna love this one.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna just read this verbatim. Neffy, this is what you hear. Neffy, for the next minute, any flammable object you touch that isn't being worn or carried by another creature bursts into flames. Giggling laughter can be heard from the fire.
Oh. Huh.
You know, Neffy,
What does that mean for me?
it means if you touch anything that's not on fire, it gonna be caught on fire.
Including the ground.
Technically yes, because the ground is not on fire.
Shit.
Shit.
I'm standing on the ground. The ground is now on fire. Fuck.
Well,
stop
no, are
standing
you
on the
touching?
fire
Wait,
ground.
are you touching the ground with your hand?
Not with my hand. With my
Okay, well
feet.
then, well, you're wearing shoes, right?
I thought Dragonborn can't wear shoes.
No, they can
Neffy,
wear
I'm
shoes.
playing I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, and I am wearing shoes.
Hey, pay attention to what's going on. This is
I
meh,
am.
fair enough.
I am.
Anyway, so no, Neffy, you're technically you're wearing sandals. So the rule is
Okay.
it has to be something that's not worn, and since you are wearing shoes, the shoes are touching the ground. You are touching the shoes because you are wearing the shoes. The ground does not catch on fire. By the way, I love the fact.
Okay.
By the way, Neffy, I just want to point something out. This effect applies to anything that's not on fire.
Oh. Shit. Oh. Wait a minute.
Oh.
I could touch
Oh.
the storm.
I mean, technically, yes, you could. If you could get close enough, you can touch the storm and set the storm on fire.
I'm going to try and do that.
Okay, well, it's not your turn though. It's now the storm's turn.
Okay.
Wait, actually, Neffy,
Wait.
Neffy, you still have you can still move actually, so you can use your
Yeah, I
bonus
can
action.
still move.
Okay, so if you can move up to it and make a strength check to beat and make a strength check to touch it, I'll see what happens. Okay.
Okay. Strength check. Whee. Whee.
I swear to God, if this works.
If I touch it and it goes foof. So, strength. Eek.
Oh my
That
God!
is a nat 20. That is a nat 20, my guy.
Oh my. Okay, for everyone who's doubting this, I'm just gonna pull this up right now. I'm not even fucking kidding right now. Oh my God. Okay, so Neffy, here's what happens. By the way, I love this. This is like the what if ending in the fucking fight because there's no way I'm gonna top this. Neffy, you hear Silly's laughter as your hands envelop in green fire, and you feel a deep connection as Silly says, "You know what to do." So you just run up to it and you just like put both hands on the storm while it's paying attention to Killer, and it envelops, and you see the storm like rip apart as you hear monstrous giggling silly laughter as the fire envelops the storm itself, and you can see great green flames envelop the storm from the bottom as it works its way up, as you hear laughter and joy piercing through the storm itself, radiating with like the pure happiness that you felt from Silly that one time. And you almost say to yourself, "That was for you, Silly." And the storm burns away as it catches on fire and becomes smoldering ash as the storm winds die down, and eventually all that remains is the armor and what remains of the Thunderblade. The storm is quelled, and it has now been burned away. Okay, that was not how I had that planned, but I gotta admit, the nat 20 plus the flavor win, I had to go that route. That was too perfect. So, Mantis, you are still charred to a crisp, but you're not dying anymore.
Help!
I'll fly over to Mantis and then cast a heal spell. I got
Okay.
I'll just cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
And roll the D100.
Yeah, I was about to say it. Roll the D100. Oh,
48.
please leave me the one that reverses time.
What is the what how much do I heal?
Uh.
On 1 second.
Oh God damn it! Are you fucking kidding me? This is what happens.
What happens?
Okay, so Killer,
happens?
as you're casting the healing spell, a unicorn appears from on high, galloping down a rainbow from right onto where Mantis is
Oh, that's
basically
nice.
being laid down. The unicorn shakes its violet mane and then touches you with its horn and then disappears. Killer,
Okay.
you
Are
are
my hands still on fire?
technically yes for the next minute. So I wouldn't. So if I were you, I wouldn't touch anything else for the time being, since you just burned away.
My hands are in the air.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
I
not touching anything.
technically speaking, I think you just burned away Silly's depression.
This one's for you, my friend.
Anyway, so Killer, in case you're wondering what happened, the unicorn came and gave you back your basically cast Greater Restoration on you.
Okay, so I have all my hit points back.
Yes,
so
pretty
all
much.
106.
Yes.
All right, cool.
But how much hit points do I get back?
You- Well, according to Killer, you just no longer have the sniffles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you basically are able to move again relatively fine.
okay, I'll go back to 1.
Mhm.
I slowly just kind of cramble my way back up, using my sword as like a crutch.
Ow.
I
That's-
basically just throw you on my back and carry you.
So anyway, so as the storm basically rages on, time begins to move more normal, and you get to see the full battle play out. And you are basically, and as you see this play out, you get to see what happened the day that Silly fought the Mind Flayers with her village. You see several familiar people, as a matter of fact. You see the Deep Root Gnome fighting one of the Mind Flayers and actually succeeding. You also see several masked soldiers, a Gif Yankee, and what looks like I would say, and one that looks like a cross between a Dragonborn and a long silver-haired fighter who's also using a sword and wearing plate mail. These two are fighting side by side with one another and are basically fighting on even grounds to dispatch the Mind Flayers. Silly is running looking for her sibling. Cheddar, are you there?
Yep. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So, Silly, you're going after your brother,
Yep.
and your brother is chased into the cathedral.
Shit. Yeah, obviously in the memory she would go running in.
All right. So, 1 second, I'm just finding the map. All right, where did I put that thing?
Where did I put it?
All right. So, you run into the cathedral that looks very familiar. That's not the right one.
Oh, hey.
I can start labeling these things a little bit more easily. There we go. Okay. Everyone runs inside of the cathedral. Nephra, Mantis, and Lucian, you are still incorporeal, so you cannot interact with what's about to happen. You are simply observers at this point. Everyone, Chitter, your character, Silly, is corporeal and is with her brother.
Awesome. Cool. So excuse me for a moment.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to use this character as Neffy's brother because I don't know why it's here.
Who?
I mean,
Kopesh.
Kopesh. Yeah, no, not yeah. No, Silly's brother. My mistake.
Okay.
All right, so, Silly, can you put your character sheet on here? There we go. There it is, right there. Sister, are you okay? Silly, you appear to be bleeding a little bit. You've been fighting quite a bit for a long while, and your brother is currently trying to tend to your wounds as best he can.
Yeah. Like, Silly just basically nods. They're quiet.
Okay. Your brother cast light wound is basically trying to cast cure magic on you, trying to get you back up to fighting as best you can. They need you out there. They can't fight alone. Are you gonna be okay?
They just nod and basically just grip their brother's hand with a second nod and then just head back out.
Okay. As you leave the chapel, your brother stands behind, and from the shadows, a mind flayer comes in.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
This isn't a normal mind flayer. This is an arcanist. Hi, Mew. Anyway, the arcanist does get closer to the brother, and he looks like he's about ready to attack, when suddenly a familiar face appears before the brother and whips out his sword and attacks the mind flayer arcanist. Actually, two familiar faces show up. Mantis,
Huh?
Lucian, you notice that these two are your characters as you see yourself right now. So Mantis, you and your okay, let me explain. Mantis, your character is fighting the mind flayer in the past. Lucian, you are fighting with Mantis against the mind flayer in the past. Does that make sense?
So, run it by me one more time.
Okay. Right now, all right. This is why time travel's a bitch, by the way, but I'm just going to explain it the best I can. Okay. Mantis, you and Killer, Lucian, you guys are watching the event play out. That's the current form of you, okay? This is the past version of you. Where did Lucian's character go?
Oh, I'm still here.
No, like the other one. There were two of you on here, and then one of you just fucking disappeared on me. I was like, what the okay.
Oh, I thought I had a double
No.
spawned my character.
No, that was intentional, okay?
Okay.
So, Mantis, you are fighting as a knight. So you're still using your sword mechanics. You're fighting the mind flayer. Lucian, you are fighting as a warlock, but you don't have your ball powers. So this is like in the past. And you two managed to track down the mind flayer in time. Basically, in the past, you managed to stop the mind flayer from killing Silly's brother, basically. But that was the past version of you, okay? Does that make sense?
A little.
Okay. You don't remember this, okay? There will be an explanation for it, but just pay attention, because this shit's going to get really confusing if you don't. All right. So,
hooray! Confusion.
So you see a non-bald version of Lucian, who is fighting as if he was when you first appeared. And he is decked out in plate armor and is using a staff. Mantis, you look like how you normally look now, but you are using a much bigger shield and you are using a long sword, but you basically see yourself. So you're both are watching this, but you have no memory of when this happened. So you don't know how this could be playing out in the past. But somehow Silly remembers this. Okay.
Yep, we're gonna go with that.
I look over at Mantis and I'm just like, timeline shenanigans.
I look at him like dreary and dazed, like, and give a short shrug, like, I don't fucking know.
So, the two past versions of you, after felling the mind flare and cutting off its head, you basically toss it into the fire pit behind you so it can burn. And you go over to Silly's brother. Are you okay? Yes. Good. Listen, go to the basement, hide there. We'll deal with whatever comes into the chapel, okay? Right. The brother runs off and manages to escape. Silly, you are not aware of this, so that's another subject matter, by the way. This is all playing, so you don't even know how this is even playing out, because without Silly, this is Silly's memories. How is this playing out?
Pretty much.
All right. You then overhear the conversation between Mantis and Lucian from the past. Lucian, you start off by saying this. Fucking mind flayers. Indeed. Tell me something, though. Who are you? Mantis, you put your shield and sword down. You are, like, wearing holy armor and what appears to be the divine seal of Tyr on your chest. And you go, Mantis Moonhorn, proud defender and paladin of Tyr. Lucian introduces himself like, oh, one of those guys. Lucian Morningstar, warlock of the Raven Queen. Oh.
Hold up, what?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
You fight pretty good.
Befuddlement.
Right. So in this timeline, Lucian never was a ball spawn. Mantis, you were never just a normal fighter. You were a paladin. Anyway, Lucian, you seem to be standing... Lucian, you seem to just not care. You're just trying to survive this fight. Mantis is like... Blasted Eldritch fiends. They must be eradicated. Sorry, my throat was a bit sore there. Anyway, the two of you begin to fight. Anyway, more mind flayers begin entering the chapel, and the two of you begin fighting it off. It seems like an overwhelming odds as multiple of the mind flayers come in. You see that some of them are wielding high-level magics, but the one thing you do notice the most of is that the main mind flayer seems to have a crown. This crown contains some familiar-looking gems, and it seems that they're having an effect on the other mind flayers.
Wait, is it an Illithode?
Yes.
So it's a proto mother brain.
Yes, but this one is wearing a crown of multiple gems. And it seems like this one is the... Now, again, the current versions of you cannot interact with what happens next. But it looks like something happened, a bright light flashes outward, and from the remains of and what looks like the remains of the mind flayers are now left on the ground. They are bleeding. The ichor is coming out, and you two seem to be relatively unscathed, although you don't seem to really be aware of anything because you don't remember this either. Anyway, Mantis, your character walks up to the crown, and you look at it, and the crown looks like a gold crown with 5 gem hearts spaced around the rim of the crown itself. So kind of like imagine the Infinity Crown, but not as stupid. Your character picks up... Yeah. So the past version of you picks up the crown, and a small glint appears on the biggest one. This is the clear crystal heart. This one you were not aware of because it actually looks like this is the biggest of them all. And both you and Lucian both find a weird attraction to the crown. Lucian, you go up to Mantis's character and go, interesting. What is an illithid? How did you say that? How'd you say those again?
Illithode.
An illithode. Interesting. Illithode aside, this is definitely. I've never seen anything like this. Quite. Anyway, Silly, you run in at this moment after. Anyway, Silly, you run in as well, catching back in with the Illithode dead. With the Illithode dead, the Mind Flayers are basically one step above being rabid beasts at this point, but the village has definitely suffered an immense amount of damage.
Fair.
What matters most is that the crown is now between the three of you. And you and Mantis and Lucian are all deciding on what to do with it.
Silly would just basically insist it be destroyed.
Okay, Lucian, what would your character do if it had an untold powerful magical item in front of him?
Well, since I'm not a ball spawn, I guess probably try to like see a way of like probably try to like destroy it, honestly, so no one else could get their hands on it.
Okay, Mantis, what would you do with it?
Probably the same.
Okay, so the three of you agree that you're going to destroy the crown, and you potentially throw it into the fire. Not sure. This is now to understand something. The fire you're dealing with here is basically like a furnace of pure Avernus fire. This is like, I would say, this would be like where you would. This would be like as connected to the plane of fire as you can. So you toss it in there. However, one of you three removes one of the gems before it gets tossed in there.
Oh
That was
man.
good. That goes.
So, with that, Silly, we go back to the Nexus point, and the rest of the story basically plays out the following. Everyone returns back to the Nexus point with and see two Sillies.
Eh?
You see your Silly, and you see the past Silly. The rest of you are being returned back to the moment before the final fight happened with the Storm of Agony. You two...
my HP's back.
No, you're still almost dead, Mantis.
Oh.
You didn't get a long rest. No, the two Sillies basically are now in front of you. There is your Silly, and then Joy. And they're both are basically like showed their whole story to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Joy begins to talk in a voice you're not familiar with. So like it sounds kind of like etheric in nature. And it was on, and now you know.
So that's what she went through.
Yes,
I had no idea.
I didn't know how to even say it, let alone to tell you what I went through. But I have survived barely. And Silly, do you want to ask anything to the Silly of this time?
Yeah, but it's gonna be in third person because I can't fucking talk.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead.
Silly would just ask, well, what would she ask? That's just That's just what she knows.
Well, I mean, aren't you going to ask about Killer or Mantis's, like, involvement since you never mentioned that?
Yeah, that would probably be a good place to start.
Okay. So, anyway, the silly from the past basically relates that in this time that time is not, it's complicated to explain as time travel usually is, but the best way to describe it is that they are your versions of this dimension's Mantis and Killer. So, unlike in the past where you two didn't know each other until the dungeon events happened, in this timeline you have been fighting with one another for a good while, ever since the events of what happened at Silly's village happened.
Huh.
Huh.
I guess the next question would be how much is different then from what I remember?
Well, so the silly from that event basically explains that. To explain that, I have to tell you a story. And Silly basically explains the story like this. In the past, there was one plane of existence, obviously. This is the plane that Bartandalus came from. Yeah, we brought him back, by the way, just throwing that out there.
Oh, right.
I know. But Bartandalus... But the thing about one plane of existence is that it doesn't have a set path. Basically, if something disturbs... So, if someone were to go back in time and change an event, that would create another branched section of this plane of existence. But the story never really changes. There's always a dungeon, there's always a group of adventurers, there's always one megalomaniac god, and there's always these damn gems. So, the difference is that this plane of existence, this is what happened when the party lost.
Garson, did you just pull a Higurashi?
A what?
That would be a no.
And never mind. Don't worry about it.
I don't even... What the hell's Higurashi?
It's an anime about like senseless murder and being stuck in a senseless murder loop of killing teenagers.
Yeah, I don't... No, I've never seen that.
It basically is what you're describing anyway.
Well, thank you. I never saw it. I thought I was doing a really clever... You know what? Now I'm sad. I'm sad now.
Wow, way to go, Killer.
Wow.
Well, I'm sorry.
I thought I was clever. Thank you. It's like doing the Boondock Saints bit from fucking Helsinger Bridge. Anyway, back to the story.
Anyways.
Where we are right now, this is what we lovingly call the etherical flux of the world. Basically, it's what connects the different possibilities together, sort of like a combination of a spider web and some kind of like binding agent. It's what keeps the world from breaking out into multiple universes in of itself. And it's relatively strong. The problem is that none of you guys are supposed to be here.
Oh.
So
That is the consequences of using the cards.
actually, kind of. The deck of many things does play a part into how you guys got here, but it isn't supposed to warp it that much. I gotta move town like yesterday. Oh. Okay, that's... Alright, I'll explain. I'll talk to you about that later. So, basically it's like this. Going back in time 5, 10, even like an hour into the past won't cause this much damage. It's impossible. Because there's nothing you can do within an hour that would disrupt the universe of that much. The universe is constantly in flux, though. So, it basically is like a malleable source, and that's what this plane of where we are right now. This is like this is like what a lot of people assume is like the afterlife. What it really is like this is the creation of this plane of existence. Where you guys are right now, Faerun, is not a real plane of existence in the traditional sense. It is an interconnected, I would say, tapestry of events that formed a plane around it. So does that make sense?
We're like in a dimension
Uh,
outside of Faerun, essentially, or that surrounds Faerun.
Kind of.
Oh.
It's made up of elements of Saint Faerun.
Yes, but Eldarin, the plane you're on, is what I would lovingly call the world that doesn't exist. It exists because it exists because you guys give it power. By that, has anyone noticed that a lot of the things that have been happening around here should not make any sense? Think of it like this. Why is Mona's garden here? Why is Harold's school here? Why is the past connected to what happened with with Silly and Lucian and Mantis? Why is Nephra's kids here? Technically speaking, none of these things should exist.
What?
Or how is it that
Why
a group
was Ball imprisoned? Why was
right? The reason that Joy is telling you this is because this plane, where you are right now, this is essentially the real plane. This is like the real moment. When you guys dived into the dreamscape, you actually bypassed like the layer of conscious thought, and you're now in what essentially is what makes this plane of existence a plane of existence.
Oh.
So that's why the mortal plane doesn't have doesn't really understand what this is. They think you're in a dream world. What you're actually essentially doing is you're dream projecting yourself back into memories. This is like a memory zone. The memories become real by interconnecting with the aetheric flux, creating the world that you're in right now. So basically, the memories you had formed the world that you wandered into, and that's been the case since you got here. This plane does not exist, but because you exist, it forms a living world around it.
Oh.
So the god of light is just a boogeyman?
No. The god of light was the person who figured this out. So, to give you an example, and basically I want you guys to think about this for a second here. Did anyone else find it weird when you got that letter back at the garden?
No.
Well, let me ask you a question then. Since you've been here, everything you guys strive to achieve has happened. In a sense, this is a nightmarish version of the good ending that you all were trying to achieve. After all, Nephra, your kids are still alive. Lucian, you're technically in control of your own destiny because Ball's not around. Harold, you managed to study and develop new magics. And on top of that, Mona, if she were here, she would have the Grove that she set out to eventually make after she thought her home was gone. So her druidic order is still around. But how can any of that be if we're here now? How does that happen? Either we had to have been here and died, or this world made these things for us because it wanted us to be here, to give it form.
Billy would just giggle and laugh and say, so we're basically fighting the whole damn plane.
In a sense, yes, you are. And then Joy looks at the rest of you, and then points out how this happened. And then she shows you the crown. Hi, Serenity. So Joy,
Serenity!
so Joy basically explains to you all. The crown holds the stone hearts. The stone hearts are what connect this plane to the memories. And so long as they exist, Eldraine exists with it. But if the stone hearts are disturbed, the plane tries to fix that.
What if they're destroyed?
If they were destroyed, it'd be the equivalent of stabbing the plane in the heart. Think of it like this. Living organisms need a heart to live, but a plane this size can't survive on one single source of energy. It'd be too dense. It'd be too sporadic. It'd be unsustainable. But combine that with the will of the living to continue on surviving, and spread it across multiple arcane resonances that were stronger. She then removes the seal on the crown, revealing the stone hearts. I will be there in spirit. I return from dinner and all peopled out. Got it. No problem, Serenity. I appreciate that. We're going over some lore bits, so I'll explain it next time. And then, on top of that, the hearts then change shape. The hearts then reflect you guys.
Oh,
What?
Silly would just giggle and say, "So I did the right thing, stabbing myself."
No, that was still stupid. But I see. No, that was still stupid. That you don't get away. That you. Joy just looks at you like, no, that was stupid. No. The best way I could describe it is this. These are what center the desires of everything around the living. Their effects are inconsequential to what they are. They're essentially etheric anchors. But every dimension has them. Every dimension needs them to survive. They take many different forms and they take many different shapes. Some can be as potent as ley lines in high important places. As Joy shows you the multiverse, you also see other planes of existence, including a familiar looking place that looks like it's made out of cities with multiple people walking around, and it looks like a group of people exploring the undercave of something.
Oh, great.
But
Wait.
No,
Wait.
yeah, I know you'll get the if you get the cameo, you'll get it. But the point is that, as Joy says, but that's the biggest problem. Joy then showcases Joy takes you back to the events takes you back to the fiery church one more time. Unfortunately, someone else realized that just as much. As you are beginning to as you see the three of you guys toss the crown into the fire, Mantis, your character holds on to one of the hearts.
Why?
As you, Lucian, and Silly look at each other, the three of you come to the realization. Lucian asks, "Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we agree to toss that thing in the fire?" Lucian says, "I don't know, but there's something about this one in particular. We can use this. If they're using it to control an army, maybe we can use it for good. Nothing says that anything bad has to come from using a potential power." Lucian then looks down at the fire of Avernus and sees that the rest of the gems are not really melting, but they are like sinking into it. And using his hand, he grabs one himself. This one is pitch black, while the one in Mantis' hand is light. And the two of you look at each other. I don't know if this is true or not, but I do know one thing. Further study is required. And back to the arcane flux you go. But it wasn't just study. You two formed a bond that would last for centuries. You studied it, and you used the magic of the stone hearts to aid both your causes. One, bannering the world together under a blanket of gentle darkness, forming equality where once pain and suffering had been brought out, and the other, a tyrant who formed an army of legion of light, bending to the whim of whatever he decided, simply due to the fact that he believed what he was doing was right.
Huh. Kind of like the opposite of our universe.
Right.
I tell that to Mantis.
Yep, pretty much.
Also, Garson,
Mhm.
do you mind if we just put a pause on it right here? My voice is completely gone.
Sure. So, I'll just end it up. I'll end this quickly because then I want to get the story beat out of the way, because my throat's about to go too.
Okay.
All right. Joy then looks at the rest of you guys and basically confirms the suspicion that had been going on for several years. Mantis, no, for several days. Mantis, your alternate is the Lord of Light.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
And then they explain why they did everything. Joyce, you have to understand, the Mantis I knew was not you. But there were qualities I admired about him. He was strong. He was fearless. And at first, he used his powers right and righteously. But
The
then,
way to hell is paved in good intentions.
and so oftentimes they are. But the part that broke him was the sunfall.
The battle.
Mm-hmm.
I
Lucian,
get flashes and memories of it on occasion.
as you should.
My alternate's dead, isn't he?
In a sense, yes. Your alternate fell in battle a long time ago. After imprisoning Ball himself in a sphere of potential night, you sealed up what remains of the night energy and trapped it in the grove. The rest of you formed a group to protect the realm from the Lord himself. But, whether through old age, a stake, or death, all that was left was Mantis.
Okay, can we leave it there so that I can have a chance to even properly respond to that next week?
Yes, we can.
Oh man.
Sorry, my voice is just on.
Yeah, no. So, and then the narrator took over. Although the group had suffered greatly, they had come to learn the truth of the realm of Elodran. It is not a real realm. It is a place of dreams, of memories, of beliefs, and of hope. It can be a plane of great good, but so long as someone is in control who cannot wield that power responsibly, it is a plane of suffering. To that end, the party realized something. Whatever they have left, the legacy must be ended, and a new world must be reborn. Or they must die and put an end to this once and for all. Although, the narrator realizes that none of that made any sense, and he's actually really regretting writing that out now. In fact, I think the narrator's having a mild panic attack trying to read this story. Check. Yep, I think I'm having a stroke.
God. Dude, no.
Oh, where was I? Oh, right. Anyway, anyway, with the arcane, with what had happened, they had managed to brave the storm and find out the truth of Silly's past. But they had uncovered so much more, and now they are realizing that they must end this battle once and for all. Okay, there we go. That's a halfway decent way to end this. Let's put the narrator in the
Great.
narrator-powered gun.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, I think we'll be done with the silly stuff by next. Okay, has Neko been deafened this whole
Hooray.
time? What has she been doing? Killer, can you go yell at Neko real quick?
I can just call her real quick.
Okay, all right, just let her know that we're about ready to end the session.
Okay. I gotta go lay down. My throat is fucked.
Right, and we kind of need you for the next part anyway.
Yeah. So, cool. I'm gonna go lay down and try to get my throat unfucked for next week.
All right.
Ending the session. Get in VC.
Hey, Mona, how's it been?
You know, just okay.
Well,
Baby,
Uh,
were you asleep?
No, I was here.
Oh, okay.
so what did I say?
Oh no, not here. I had to be deafened so you guys could concentrate.
Any,
Sorry right now. So like it's not really fair for me to like comment when I'm not there.
I know, but there was a lot of narrative stuff, not really explained that well because I also am barely holding on by a thread.
Don't worry, I get to watch it on the VOD.
No, don't watch the VOD. The VOD sucks.
Then why do you call it great narrative if you're gonna say it sucks?
Because I liked it, because I felt good in the moment, and then I realized I'm gonna look back on it and cringe.
Why?
Because I cringe at everything I do.
Yeah, same.
Same.
I
You
don't.
should.
I live life without regrets.
Well, we're lucky you do. Anyway, so we're gonna end this here because Chitter is unfortunately near death, but we did fight the boss in a very epic style, I might add, using the wild magic to Neffy's advantage.
I touched it.
Okay,
That's-
All right. Catch y'all later.
all right, bye.
Bye.
All right, so
Bye,
we're gonna raid out real quick, see who's available. I just want to say
Yeah.
thank you so much for everybody who showed up tonight. It's good to be back. I am sorry I've been sick as a dog this week. I think I'll be back to normal by next Friday. But I did want to at least do something, and obviously D&D is my favorite thing we do every week. So I'm gonna raid out. Let me find someone to raid to.
We were doing it one way or another.
Fair enough. Stream manager. Let's find out. And also, if you can, I am trying to get to 500 people before the end of the year. That would be really nice. We're at 469. We were at 471, but I'm pretty sure some bots got. Pretty sure 2 of those were bots. So I cry at night. Anyway. So yeah, but I do want to get to 500 before the end of the year. That's my goal, and I hope we get to it. I'm only plugging away because why not? And I'm gonna raid out to Tiefling Melissa because well, for one, she's doing a subathon, and 2, she's in a bunny costume. So I'm going to go with the bunny costume. All hail the bunny all hail the bunny costume. There's the raid. I'm sorry it was a bit short. I do apologize, but like I said, just getting over the illness. I love each and every one of you. I'm gonna be honest. In the little bit of time we have left, I'm gonna be honest. I think we'll be done with the campaign by November, and then we'll be doing a recap in December just to go over. No, we're sorry, Candace. Yeah, we're going out. But we'll be done with this campaign by the end of we'll be done with this campaign by November, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, I want to make more stuff, and hopefully I'll get better at telling stories because I keep fumbling. Anyway, talk to you all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice, and I'm failing miserably. Happy Halloween,
You're
indeed.
good, dude.
All right. Anyway, listen.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. Next week is
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Have fun. We'll see you all. We'll see you all Friday, and I will talk to you all then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.